Hello, everybody. No, David. I have a special introduction here.
Okay.
So before you jump into that ear piercing welcome, we're not going to do that. This, if you're looking at the title, if you're listening to it live, if you're watching it on delay, you're not reading that incorrectly. I know that last week it was Nerd Sports 154. However, because of our illustrious, highly intelligent, we're talking Mensa level smart producer, Hush David, I have not yielded the floor. There was a little bit of a miscount. However, if you paid attention and kept score at home last week, I did say that I was going to name the episode this week, and you are seeing the fruits of those labors. This is Nerd Sports 154, Part 2, David's Recount.
Yeah, so, I messed up big time. You know how you freak out that everybody's driving like longer buses, and the bus that you drove in on were like really shorter when you're a kid? Yeah, that's me.
My bus is so short, David, that it's barely got enough room for me to use the steering wheel.
Yeah.
So I've given up trying to give a shit as to what everybody else thinks about me a very, very, very long time ago.
My bus was basically a skateboard.
Mine was a Pinewood Derby car like you see Cub Scouts making all the time, and it got repossessed. Okay. You got repossessed for being over the weight limit. You remember that 5 grams or 5 ounces was what it used to be able to weigh. You couldn't weigh any more than 5 ounces.
Yep.
Yeah.
5 grams. That's
like my favorite Pinewood Derby car, though. My dad and I, like, my dad did all the cutting and I did all the, kind of the, I helped, just put it that way. It was an old school Indianapolis race. I mean, it was an old school Indy car, right? The yellow Pennzoil car, Al Unser Jr.'s car back in the day.
There you go. Nice.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. I got Best of Show. And then the next year, whenever they did the whole Pinewood Derby thing again, and they were doing the judging for the categories, one of the categories was Best Scout Made Car. So
they knew what was going on.
Oh, they definitely knew what was going on. But, I mean, you get a bunch of like, okay, so growing up, I grew up a Navy brat. So, the Cub Scout troop that I was a part of, all of our dads like that were there were there because they weren't out to sea.
Yeah.
So, they get bored, and then most of them have tools. So they get fucking creative, and it's like my dad, I mean, on top of that, my dad's the one that taught me how to build models and instilled the love of model building in me, And so he's sitting there like with like the whole old school X-Acto knife set, right?
Yeah.
It came in the wooden box and everything. And he's sitting there with the different blades, and he's just shaving and chipping away. And yeah.
Nice.
And then they started letting us cheat by putting graphite dust on the axles for the wheels to make them go faster, to reduce friction, Yeah.
Yeah, we did the same thing.
So
we got a weird sport for this week. It's it's MMA basketball going on. Where you went to a basketball game this week. They have MMA basketball. Look at this.
That's what my dad describes his playing basketball on the playground. This is basically what it was.
I'm sorry, that's a travel. I don't care. Is there no dribbling in this game?
I guess not. I'm looking at it. I mean, you can't really.
Yeah. So last night, courtesy of vettix.org, I took my wife and sister-in-law to the Rockets game last night. They were hosting the Dallas Mavericks. The Mavericks smoked the shit out of the Rockets last night. Luka Doncic, dude, he had 47 points last night.
Oh,
yeah, 47 points, like 16 rebounds or 12 rebounds or something like that. No, 18 rebounds. And then he had 6 assists. So I mean, he had a double-double going for him, and he was 4 assists away from getting a triple-double.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm like, whew. I mean, if you look at the final score of the game, and I mean, it looked like it was a closer game than that, but I mean, really, I mean, the Rockets at some points went on like a 20-2 run or an 18-2 run, and it did just, yeah, it really it wasn't nearly as close as the scoreboard indicated. And but overall it was fun. But what made it fun for me, like the most fun, is both my wife and her sister grew up playing basketball because their dad basketball coach, right?
Yeah.
And so they grew up playing basketball. Like, how, Chris, for you and I, the smell of a ballpark is just it, right? I mean, it's the ish. For them, it's a freshly varnished gym floor.
Yeah. No. Give me the grass every time.
Yeah, give me the grass, give me the leather, give me the the hot dogs, and the out of doors, any day of the week. Absolutely. And for us race fans, it's all about that high octane exhaust.
There you go.
Every day. Now, but what's funny is that they're sitting there critiquing the game as it's being played. They're like, how is that not a foul? What, are we not calling traveling in this league now? And they're like, what's the half circle in the paint for? So my wife looks it up and she's like, a defender can't hack at the ball inside that half circle? That's so weak. Like, when I played, you had to earn those points on the inside. Like, okay, yeah. I mean, it was adorable. I loved it.
Back in my day,
and I'm just sitting there going, she goes, I guess they just let them get away with traveling because they're professionals. I was like, well, I kind of halfway wanted to blame LeBron James last night just because, he walks halfway down the court and, he's the golden child. So the NBA can't call fouls on him. But I chose not to have that argument. Yeah, I chose not to have that argument last night. So,
well, is this as much an argument as it is the truth?
These are facts. These are absolute facts. But
right.
Yeah. So,
John, we try to go away from the facts on this show. We don't like that.
I reject your reality and substitute it with one of my own. I'm tracking. I'm all over that like chips and cheese whiz, David. So don't worry about that. But I don't know. It's just kind of funny, So being a Red Sox fan, I stayed up on opening day. Because the Red Sox opened up the season in Seattle, so they're on the left coast, and the game didn't start till like 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Yeah,
our time. So I mean, thank God for MLB Premium.
Yeah,
so I'm sitting there watching that. I watched the first 3 games of the season live. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh God, what I thought was great. Alex Cora, as manager of the Red Sox, had been 0-5 on opening day as a manager. So this is his 6th year as a manager of the Red Sox. Has never won an opening day game. One of the offseason acquisitions that we picked up was a Canadian ball player by the name of Tyler O'Neill. He has homered in 5 consecutive opening day games.
Nice.
Right? Tied with some of the greats. Right. It's a very, very exclusive club.
Right.
So Alex Cora hedges his bets on this kid. I say kid because, he's like half my age. This guy probably hadn't seen a carb in 5 years. He's got that kind of a physique. Yeah. We're talking jacked, right? Like Tyler O'Neill's dad was Mr. Canada, 1975.
Jesus.
Oh.
Yeah. Bodybuilder type pedigree stuff. Right. So, So he hedges his bets on Tyler O'Neill, puts him in the lineup, and I think it was his second at bat, he just gets this pitch out over the plate. I think it was supposed to be a slider that didn't slide too well, and it hung up. He put a swing on this thing and sent it almost dead straightaway center. Now, if you've seen the dimensions at T-Mobile Park where Seattle plays their home games, it's not exactly home run friendly. especially left center and right center. But he puts one over the fence, and it stands alone as the only major league player to homer in 6 consecutive opening day games.
That is
You want to talk about excited. When this ball cleared the fence, he hit first and came around pumping his fist and screaming like he was excited, like he was a little kid all over again. So
Really?
for the first time in 6 years, Boston opened up the season with a win. I was like, great. Then they lost the next 2 games, and then they won the getaway game. So they split the series with Seattle. They're going to be in Oakland. That game starts 9 at 8:40, so like in an hour. What's funny about them playing in Oakland is the fact that Oakland set a they set a major league opening day attendance record. I think there was like 300 fans in the entire stadium on opening day.
Jesus.
Well, see, the fans in Oakland are so fed up with the ownership group. They're not willing to commit to spending money on players to bring them in. They don't want to renovate the stadium. The city of Oakland, San Jose, they can't get a new deal for a stadium in California because the Giants keep blocking all their moves, right? They wanted to move to San Jose, but San Francisco was like, no, that's part of our market. And while technically it's like the fringe of it. So I'm like, yeah, okay. So when they finally get that deal for that park, to move to Las Vegas, everybody's like, all right, this is great, but we're still not going to show up for you guys in Oakland. We're going to wait till you guys move to Vegas. And now the Vegas deal is reportedly in trouble. So they may not be moving after all because the ballpark can't ever get a finalized design. And the ones that they've leaked are so outlandish. It's like, I mean, they're decidedly
they look nice. Yeah, they look nice, but there's no way.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't get it. But the Astros opened up their season against the Yankees here in Houston and got swept by the Yankees. So that was kind of
I mean, was funny.
Say what you want. I've got my misgivings about it. I've got my misgivings about the 2017 Astros. Okay. So I just want to be very specific there. As an organization, I think that it's time for everybody to move on and look for something else to pick on. But I don't care what my misgivings are about an organization or a player. I just want the Yankees to lose.
Yes.
So it was kind of a miserable, kind of a bittersweet, melancholy weekend for me. Seeing all these Yankees fans walking around downtown Houston last night. I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I just want to smack the hats off their heads and piss on them. That's kind of like one of the highlights when I go to finally visit the city of New York. Yes, I do want to go see Yankee Stadium, but I'm making it a point to not actually urinate on the building because I don't feel like going to jail that weekend. I'm just going to have my wife take a picture that makes it look like I'm urinating on the building.
Dude, how would they even know?
Well, security.
There's so many people pissing in the street anyways. How are they even going to know?
Has a valid.
You just wear a ratty jacket. Okay, you wear shitty
Yankee Stadium. That's Yankee Stadium.
You're telling me that you just you wear something, make yourself look homeless. You already have the beard. You just leave that alone, right? You just make yourself look homeless. They'll feel sorry for you. You won't go. You're fine. You're good.
Well, I mean, I guess I could find my rattiest Red Sox hat and wear it backwards.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. Colin Montgomery, that story broke last week. He signed a deal with Arizona. I told you that this was going to be an issue, right? Surprised you didn't. Well, you know what? Here's the thing about it, Bell. Being around that many Yankee fans doesn't necessarily bother me so much. I mean,
it's not until they get that undeserved sense of accomplishment that they always carry around with themselves.
I mean, the people in sports that are truly the most horrible individuals to be around are Philadelphia sports fans and fans of Bubba Wallace.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
I mean, and that
Anybody
Denny
follows
Hamlin fan. Denny Hamlin fans are starting to they're starting to get that 27 rings mentality, which is kind of funny considering the fact that Denny Hamlin's never won a championship. So
yeah.
I'm just kind of throwing it
And
out there.
anybody that follows LeBron James.
Yeah. For people, we'll see. Here's the thing about that: people that support LeBron James and claim that he's the GOAT over Michael Jordan.
How can you say that without throwing up in your mouth?
Easy, you don't.
That's a fair point there too.
Well, I mean, when you've dealt with acid reflux, as all three of us have over the course of our lives, you learn to swallow it before it gets halfway up.
Hey, I didn't throw up on that.
Sure. Yeah,
I didn't throw up on that stripper when I was like really, really drunk. I controlled myself.
Yeah, so. David learned how to swallow early.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, he did. And it's even without the braces, so it's not like the kids really went to jail or anything. I'm just kind of putting
it I think you hurt Chris.
I mean, David's one of those people, like we're in school and he overhears people talking about a party. Well, yeah, there's a party. Yeah, it's in your mouth and everyone's coming.
It's like there were like 3 people were there earlier, so they were already there.
Like, you remember, like, okay, so Chris, you remember back in the day when, like, you get the new guy that comes in and you're like, everybody surrounds him. Like, what's it called whenever that one motherfucker's always in the middle, and then they start beating the shit out of him. David would be that person that would answer the question with Bukkake party.
I know what we used to call it, but I don't know. I don't want to get a strike against us.
Yeah. Starts with a Q, right?
Huh? Smear the.
Yeah, smear. Yeah. That was a great game.
I freaking loved that game.
That was such a good game because it was like it was one of those. We didn't think about it as kids, but as an adult, you're kind of like, we fought way too hard to hang onto the ball for as long as we did.
Yeah. It's like, why would you actually want the ball? It's like, well, that's the point of the game.
There actually is a different name for that. It's called, there's a different name for it. It's called football loco in some places.
Okay.
Listen, I'm a purist. I know what it's called.
Yeah. Oh, so the Texas Rangers debuted their World Series championship rings, and I've got to say, they are kind of fire. And the fact that the word road is the initials of all 4 teams that they had to beat on the road to win their World Series.
Yes.
Yeah. It's even on the bottom part underneath it.
Dude, the best part of the ring was on the side there where it says came and took it.
Took it. Yeah. I mean,
amazing. That was my favorite part of the ring.
And it's reversible, apparently.
Yes. Yeah, it is reversible.
They outdid themselves on this. This is so fantastic.
I was like, you know what? That's kind of fire. I mean, that I'm not gonna lie. As a Red Sox fan, I'm like,
went and took it.
That is
so cool.
I mean, damn.
Yes.
But,
that was hot fire.
Yeah. So I'm just kind of sitting there going, boy. I'm looking at the standings, and Detroit is playing 1,000 baseball right now. They're 3-0. The Yankees are 4-0.
I know
the Rangers are 2-1.
Well, they're gonna be 3-1 after this game because it's top of the.
Yeah, it's 7-3 over Tampa Bay, top of the 8th. Yeah, I mean, Texas is going to be no joke. They're not going to be that they're not going to be that doormat that, like, say the A's are.
Yeah.
Anymore. And honestly, I think the days of the Astros winning their division are going to be gone for a little while.
I want to say that it's necessarily gone. The days of them being a shoe-in for the
days of the shoe-in for the division title are gone, at least for a little while. Now,
they have some rebuilding to do.
Days of their postseason success are not going anywhere for a while. I mean, it's I don't want to say that they're going to be the continuous, perennial ALCS, appearance team, but it's going to be a dogfight.
Yeah, they're still going to be in the running, no doubt in my mind.
Yeah,
but
so I mean,
as far as it being a done deal that they're going to just they're winning the division, no, it's
and I'm surprised that my daughter has not taken it upon herself, unless she's just listening, to make a comment about my shirt. Yes, it is a Bluey T-shirt. I saw this the other day, and I looked at my wife and I said, "I've got to have this. I got to have this shirt."
Talk about ruining people's childhood. Have you all watched the off the stage, the Nickelodeon stuff?
It's not Off the Stage. It's called Quiet on Set, and yes, we've seen it.
I
have talked about it last week.
I haven't yet, but
we talked about it.
I'm also familiar with all of the shenanigans.
Pun intended.
Dan Schneider.
Let me see here. I'm looking at football news. There is. Let me see here. Vontae Davis, two-time Pro Bowler. He was a two-time Pro Bowler. He was in the league for 10 seasons. He died at the age of 35. It was confirmed today. The Davie, Florida Police Department confirmed. Preliminary information suggests that foul play was not involved in his death. Let me see here. He was selected by the Miami Dolphins with the 25th pick in the 2009 NFL draft. He started 9 games and earned all rookie honors in his first season. Let me see here. He was traded to the Indianapolis Colts right before the 2012 season. He earned Pro Bowl nods in 2014 and 2015, recording 4 interceptions in each campaign and a league best 34 passes defended over a 2-year span. Let me see here. He dealt with ankle and groin injuries following 2 seasons, sidelining him for 13 of 32 games. And after 6 seasons in Indianapolis, he joined the Buffalo Bills in 2018 on a 1-year deal. However, less than 2 weeks into the campaign, the then 30-year-old defensive back walked away from the game. He retired at halftime. I remember that.
Yeah, because he did it on.
He retired at halftime during the Week 2 loss to the Chargers, not returning with his team to the field for the second half. He said, "Today on the field really hit me fast and hard," explaining his unusual retirement. "I shouldn't be out there anymore." And let me see here. There was something else out there. It was a really big here.
I kept on looking. Another bill.
I got it. Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice cooperating with authorities following reported crash, lawyer says. Now, this is from the NFL.com. It's the byline is the around the NFL staff published today. And yes, it is April Fool's Day, but we're trying to keep things, unlike the comment that David made earlier, we are not trying to prank anybody yet today. Still, nonetheless.
We did it last week on accident.
Yeah, David did it on accident last week. It was
for this week.
It was unintentionally intentional last week. That's what it was. So yes, and for those of you just now tuning in, if you look at the title of the episode, it is titled Episode 154, Part 2, David's Recount. We live in a world where our producer lost the ability to count.
In a world where our producer is a dumbass.
Who said I even learned how to count? We already verified that on.
You just finally ran out of fingers and toes. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Rashee Rice, he's cooperating with Dallas authorities After the report of a multi-vehicle crash this past weekend in Dallas. Police confirmed to NFL.com that a multi-vehicle accident occurred on Saturday. A preliminary investigation determined the crash was caused when two speeding cars, a Lamborghini and Corvette, lost control, and the Lamborghini traveled onto the shoulder and hit the center median wall, causing a chain reaction collision involving 4 other vehicles. Police stated that the occupants of the Lamborghini and the Corvette all ran from the scene without stopping to determine if anyone needed medical help or providing their information. 2 people were treated for minor injuries at the scene, while 2 others were taken to a local hospital with minor injuries. Now, the Dallas Morning News reported on Sunday that one of the vehicles involved in the crash is believed to be registered or at least leased to Rice. Rice's attorney, Royce West, said on Monday that Rice's thoughts are with those impacted by the accident, and he will take all the necessary steps to address this situation responsibly. Chiefs President Mark Donovan responded to Rice's alleged involvement in the incident or in the accident during a radio interview on Monday. He said, quote, "In all these situations, you have to wait until you have all the facts. And frankly, we don't have all the facts at this point. The one comforting fact that we do have is that there was a multi-car crash in Texas, in Dallas. Unfortunately, it doesn't appear that anyone was hurt, and we should be grateful for that." Well, the whole minor injuries thing kind of, made you look like an ass, didn't it? We'll get to the bottom of it. We'll gather the facts and we'll react accordingly. There's been rumors, there's speculation circulating on social media, whether it be X or TikTok or even Reddit at this point, that he wasn't even driving. He was actually a passenger in the car. My thing is that if I own a Corvette or a Lamborghini, I'm sorry, I love you guys, but I'll be damned if I ever let either one of you two jokers drive it.
What if we don't ask first?
Yeah,
and that's what I've got insurance for. But if my premium goes up because you made a shit decision, I'm gonna get my scalps.
No, because if I'm not on the policy, then your insurance doesn't matter.
Well, when you start dealing in exotic cars, that's a special type of insurance.
Yeah,
and
most of people
my insurance policy always carries the non-insured driver clause.
You'd be surprised because there was actually a policy I looked at a while ago, and I'm not going to say the company I was looking at, and it had a McLaren on there next to like Toyota Camry and the regular cars, and then there was a McLaren, and it was just on their regular policy. We're like, are you stupid? What the hell are you thinking?
Yeah, get that exotic.
And then there was like a $50,000 limit on there, or whatever incident limit. It's $50,000. Like that's not even going to
cover a door on the McLaren.
I was like, you gotta be kidding me! Are you serious?
Might cover the driver's seat.
Right.
50,000 might cover the airfare for the Italian leather worker to bring over a couple of hides of Italian leather to redo the interior.
Right.
Jeez.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was like, well, that's
But I mean,
fooling my money.
You kind of have to wonder, okay, Rice, he's from the Dallas area. So I'm like, I get it. It's the off season. He's at home. Sure. Fine. That checks out. But, and I don't want to be the type of guy that goes, hey, these sports guys need to be held to a different standard and they need to be, put under lock and key. They're not soldiers. They're not Marines. They're not airmen. They're not sailors. They don't go through that indoctrination period, right?
Right.
But maybe back in the early 2000s, maybe the NFL needs to take a page out of Jerry Jones's playbook. Remember when he had Tank was it Tank? I forget his last name. His nickname was Tank. He was not traded. He signed with the Cowboys, right? And because he was released by this other team for his behavior problems off the field. And Jerry Jones assigned a babysitter to this guy. Kept him out of the strip club.
That's pretty bad. Like, sign a chaperone, yeah.
Yeah, maybe we need to do that.
Well, they had the same thing on the Predator movie.
Well, yeah, you know what? I'm going to use that as a segue. Let's just follow the NFL players around during the offseason with Predator drones. They don't have to be armed.
Yeah, I was gonna say, with or without the Hellfires, because that could be interesting.
Yes.
Right. Right.
Are we talking like the Hellfire missiles with the samurai swords on them?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
like,
That's
I
less
don't really, it's like I'm not impressed with
Hellfire.
like I'm not impressed with the fact that you missed the Pro Bowl team, Pro Bowl last year. So I'm really not feeling the team option for next year. Press that button. Yeah.
Is that what they mean now? But he's on waivers.
Yeah.
Right.
He's on waivers.
It's not security for him, it's security for everyone else.
It's to clear the area when we drop.
Yeah. All right. So my camera angle is going to get a little wonky here real quick. Here, hold on just a second because I need to do something funky because my internet, my computer's being stupid.
Masturbating.
All right.
Doesn't want us to watch.
You're not supposed to be looking at those sites, Johnny.
What are you talking about? I look at those sites all the freaking time when we're doing this. Shut me up for a while.
He's on the no site.
Like I had to make sure my VPN was still working. No. Yeah. Good times. Good times.
But otherwise, the McLaren door only costs like $18,000. So.
Oh well. See, there you go.
Yeah, so it's not that bad. Gosh, 18,000 for a fucking door.
Well, okay, so like in comparison, like with a Lamborghini, any and all body work has to be done by Lamborghini in Italy. You have to ship your car back to Italy to get the body work done on it because it's all carbon fiber.
Yeah.
Screw that.
Right? It's like, yeah, these dudes go around to like these salvage yards and they buy junked out supercars. Right? They're considered totaled. There's no frame damage on them, but the body work has totaled out the car. And it's like a headlight's been pushed in.
Or you could just go to Dubai and pick up any kind of
like all the abandoned ones, like the Ferrari Testarossa.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you buy a used Ferrari will send you a cease and desist letter and demand that you return it to them.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You're not wrong. Lamborghini is totally different. They're actually a guy built
oh yeah. This dude was he built a Lamborghini what was it, the Aventador?
Yeah.
Basically from scratch. Right? And Lamborghini, it went viral because he was building it with his kid.
Yeah.
And so Lamborghini contacted them. They sent him a real Aventador with the stipulation that they send him the prototype car, or that he sends them the prototype car, which he did.
It was a loan. It was a loan.
Yeah, it was a loaner, but I mean, him and his kid got to drive around in a Lamborghini Aventador for free for I don't know, like a couple of months.
Fucking done. Hell yeah.
So
Ferrari,
I mean, like you have to be a part of the Ferrari club to even get an invitation to buy a new Ferrari. If you buy it, okay, so they have to be certified pre-owned by Ferrari. So when somebody trades in an older model for a newer car, that Ferrari is shipped back to Italy, and Ferrari goes over it with a fine-tooth comb, and then that car goes on a wait list.
It's like Ford GTs. Ford GT. You can't sell for like 2 years.
Yeah. And then even then, once you get a Ford GT, you have to sign a contract with Ford that you will not sell it for 3 years.
No, it's 2 years.
Oh, is it 2 years? I thought it was 3.
No, because John Cena did that.
Yeah, so John Cena did that. And Ford told him, no. John Cena told him to go get fucked and stay fucked.
Yeah. It's almost as bad as Eleanor.
Yeah. The Eleanor Mustang.
For a couple of years. Because you couldn't call it an Eleanor Mustang because the original movie that had it on there, the wife whose husband died was a cunt, and she kept on anybody that
you just flagged our episode.
Yeah, I'm good with that one because that's what she is. I'm sorry. There's certain things that you
better go back and like bleep yourself, sir.
Anyways,
no. See, everybody, I'm calling a ceasefire. Okay, the range is cold right now, and here's why the range is cold. That is because we're doing qualifications at transition, and you decided to go down there and hit 3-round burst and fire into somebody else's lane. I'm sorry, sir. And every time I say a no, hold on.
You did yell at us for that.
Yeah, every time I say no,
not even being us. We weren't the ones.
My phone gets blown up while I'm in class on a Wednesday freaking evening.
Hey,
talking about how I screwed up again. No, sir, you don't get away with that. That is utter horse crap. Okay,
all right.
You will unfuck yourself, sir.
Okay. Anyways.
What did I walk into?
That elaboration.
Colin's like, what did I walk into? Yeah. David dropped one of the forbidden words.
He said, "See you next Tuesday."
Yeah.
Anyways,
this
woman, he just keeps trying to power through it.
Yeah. I'm finishing the freaking story.
No.
All right. Finish your story. I'll be right back.
Okay. She actually ended up suing everybody that said that their car was the Ford Chablis was an Eleanor. She sued them to get that car, so she has like a stack of Eleanors. And the reasoning why she did it is because she was like, well, that's the property of the movie, blah blah blah. I own the rights from the movie, so I'm taking all the cars. There's a YouTube channel that it finally just fought back because he was building an Eleanor type Mustang.
Yeah,
and he won. He basically sued the holy hell out of her. Told her, "It's like no, you don't get to do that." And he kept his car.
Good.
They went in long lines of.
Dude, Eleanor is not. I mean, yeah, you're talking about the car itself, but you can't copyright that.
Apparently, she did for a while, and it finally dissipated to where she can't do that anymore. So that was a weird. There's another one. It was about the Batmobile. There was a guy in Chicago that ended up building a Batmobile, used it for a charity event, and Warner Brothers sued and ended up stealing his Batmobile.
So, fun fact: if you're on a restrictive diet like the carnivore or anything similar, don't cheat. Don't have a cheat day because you think, "Oh, I've earned it." You will pay for it. You will pay for it. It's like Mount Vesuvius's revenge today. It's not pretty. Yeah.
Pretty sure.
And I know that my kids are here. My son's on the show. My daughter's in the audience. Whoever else is watching, I'm raw, dude. It sucks.
Get you some.
He's living the Johnny Cash life.
Okay, so I've managed to lose the mariachi band with midgets and torches.
Let's start.
But it's
Do you need some baby rash cream?
It's like Folsom County. It's like Folsom Prison Blues, right? You know, where you drink the water and the warden won't because he knows he knows what's in it.
Yeah.
It's one of those. All right, so you ready for your intro, Colin?
Yeah.
Here we are, rising from the smoke and haze of desolation. It's much too foggy, but it's a Ronin, bent on wrongdoing that which has been said right. But here, for your ears and your eyes, even to feast upon, it's somebody's genetic code. But ladies, gentlemen, angry faithful, all ages, it's that time again. The joke time with Colin. Bring the smoke, dude.
I don't think it's going to beat last week. So
Okay,
That was a high bar.
that was a very.
I don't know if I'll ever be able to beat last week. So
Fair.
what did the blind man say when he passed the fish store? Hello, ladies.
Oh, you know, I mean, I know that one coming, but
Still good.
it was,
That's a classic.
yeah, that's awesome. Is that what you got? That's all for this week.
I got one more.
Oh, we got two. Okay,
Sound
okay.
scared. Why do you sound scared?
What?
You
Sounded
sound
a little nervous with that one, dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
Huh?
It's either gonna be really good or it's just gonna be
Just send it, man. Send it.
Another man's treasure. Hold on. Another man's trash is another man's treasure is an awesome phrase. Apparently, it's a horrible way to tell your kid they're adopted.
Hey, I was adopted.
Now, I know that it's been years since this movie came out, but every time somebody starts talking about adoption, I always think about the Avengers. That scene in the Avengers whenever Thor is talking about Loki, he's like, he's adopted.
Yeah.
And how everybody there was this one little demographic that got so pissed about that. Like, that sheds a bad light on adoptees. Like, no, it doesn't. Shut up.
Have you
Like,
seen
have a
the
care.
Have you seen the
Yes.
Winnie the Pooh slasher movie?
Oh God!
They're doing the sequel.
I've seen. Yeah, they're making a sequel for it. Yeah, no, I have not
That
seen.
came out,
It did.
Yeah, it came out.
Oh,
and they announced a Bambi, Peter Pan,
They did.
well,
Yes.
Peter Pan was a dark story to begin with originally.
and another, and a Poohverse movie is
Poohverse.
gonna come out.
Okay. Well, see,
I think it's
in the
Poohverse.
original Peter Pan,
But you know what's funny? They used for the Poohverse movie. They used two movies as what they're like inspired by. They used Black Phone and Avengers.
really.
Yeah,
Wow. So the 100-Acre Wood gang is gonna like be
And-
Christopher Robin's greatest defender or something.
and I'm like, that is like you. That's really funny to me. Black Phone, Avengers.
Awesome.
See, but in the original Peter Pan, though, whenever the Lost Boys, they did eventually age, but they never returned home because Peter killed them all.
Yeah.
And he killed them. He would kill them, and the ones that escaped became the pirates.
Yep.
It's like James Hook and Peter Pan used to be best friends because they were Lost Boys together. But Hook grew up. Peter didn't like it, so he went to go fight him And that's why Captain James Hook became who he is. Haha.
Yeah,
That's not your slogan, bitch.
slogan. Batch.
Oh, here's the outro. And just like that, he's gone without regard or care for your moral well-being. You, unfortunately, have been witness to yet another traumatic episode of this guy's genetic code assaulting your soul without consent. It's so violent. I just don't know what to do. But, ladies, gentlemen, again, angry faithful of all ages, this was joke time with Colin. Yes, it was. I am going to figure out a way to do a Morgan Freeman impression.
I still want the Arnold.
Like, he's a Ronin. No, I can't do Arnold. Man. I can't. No, but I would love just like that smoky sound that you hear the gong and then like the wind. then Morgan Freeman's voice. I can smell you. You know, like I'm gonna learn how to do that impression. I'm gonna watch Frank Caliendo's videos on how to like do an impression.
You can put a filter over your voice.
Ah, no.
Cheating.
No, that's cheating. That's auto-tune with like more steps.
It just doesn't have the same.
You could layer the Morgan Freeman voice over your voice, and like y'all, like, you get where I'm coming at.
Fun for me.
Spare parts, bud.
Apparently, Josh Judd just left the game for right wrist injury.
Josh Young.
Is that how you pronounce his
last name?
Yeah.
Welcome to the chat, David. We appreciate you.
Have you seen the?
Welcome.
I'm okay.
You are in the Rangers market, dude, and like, I think he was part of that traveling caravan that came up to Wichita Falls like back in fucking January. Just Young. No, it's pronounced Young.
Yeah.
Jungian.
Have you seen the Grinch slasher movie?
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Yeah, I've heard.
Dude,
I can't feel Annabelle.
David keeps downloading the wrong Grinch movie though.
But like, it's so it's so quiet. Like, there's no music in the background. Like the entire movie.
They couldn't afford it. It's okay.
Yeah.
So there was some controversy at the Richmond race this past Sunday. Martin Truex Jr. pretty much had it in hand. It was going to be a dogfight between him and Kyle Larson. Bubba Wallace sticks his ugly head in there and, intervenes on behalf of his boss, his car owner, who just happens to be Denny Hamlin, the race winner. Gee, coincidence? I think not.
Wow.
He spun Kyle Larson. Bubba Wallace did. Kyle Larson, he rebounded, and to be fair, to be fair,
Oh. You always do it late. You're always late.
That's what I appreciate.
That's why he even pauses so that we can get on the same page. You're not even reading the same book. Spare parts. Fucking embarrassing.
See, David, you wouldn't have to clean all the gunk off your lenses if you would exfoliate the psoriasis off your skin, dude. I'm just kind of putting that out there. Hydration is the key to life.
Not wrong.
Beat your meat, drill sergeant. Beat your meat. Anyways, Denny Hamlin knew he didn't have the car to win. People are not happy with this win. And that's a majority of, and on top of that, you had drivers, tons of drivers on the radio, the last restart, bitching about how Denny Hamlin jumped the restart and NASCAR didn't do shit.
First time.
So,
I haven't dealt with him before. Why would they start now?
They're going to snatch controversy from the jaws of contented fans. I mean, it's almost like they're taking a page out of How to Run an Organization from Jerry Jones's playbook.
Right.
Fucking embarrassing. Anyways, so next week is the Cookout 400 at the Martinsville Speedway. That is supposed to be a throwback race, I believe. It's going to be on FS1, the Motor Racing Network, and the SiriusXM app, or in your car. It is going to be Sunday, April 7th at 2:00 p.m. Central Standard Time, or Central Daylight Time. Are we in Daylight Time? Yeah. 2:00 Central. Yeah, and then after that, the next weekend is on April 14th, which happens to be Colin's birthday. So next week, we're gonna do our best to turn off our viewer and listener base by maybe singing "Happy Birthday" to Colin on the air live. I think that should be in order. We will not be attending the Texas Motor Speedway race on April 14th because,
Bidenomics.
Yeah, Bidenomics.
There you go.
It happens.
That works.
Did we mention the lawnmower guy?
No, I was about to get to that. This weekend, I had the privilege to take part in possibly one of the most dad things ever. It was amazing. My in-laws were in town, and so the girls, being my wife, her sister, and their mom, were all leaving the house to go get their nails done, right? Their toenails, pedicures. They all went to go get pedicures for Easter. I'm like, okay, cool. You do you. I was down the street at a neighbor's house because we had a gentleman there doing a demonstration of a reel mower, and it's spelled REEL. It's like the old school push mowers, but on steroids. These are the type of mowers that are used for landscaping, for golf courses, that kind of a thing. This particular mower that he was demonstrating for us had 6 blades on it, but he is offering a 9-blade model. This had a Briggs & Stratton motor on it, but the one that I'm wanting to buy has got 9 blades with a Honda mower on it. You can drop these mowers down as low as 2 millimeters from the ground. And it comes with for about $2,000, about $1,936 roughly, there in that neighborhood. It's a 9-blade reel mower, or 9-blade a Honda mower with a weighted smooth roller on the front, independent rolling rubber rollers on the back, and a grass catcher basket that just kind of clips to the front.
Yeah,
dude. Yeah, everything is completely adjustable. The ride height, the bed knife on this thing, out fucking standing, right? The specimen lawn in our neighborhood, this guy, he mows every couple of days, kind of a thing, just to keep his grass that short, and it's like a labor of love for him. We got to see the demonstration mostly on his yard, and then there's a gentleman that lives a couple doors down from me. He was like, well, I want to see it on a normal yard, not the high speed yard. So we went down to his house, wheeled it down to his house, and we scalped a strip. Well, to be more specific, he scalped a strip out of his front yard with this mower, dropped it as far down as it could go, to get down to, underneath the thick grass, underneath the lawn clippings that settle down on the dirt.
Yeah.
To where we could start seeing the dirt and start to see like the little green buds of grass and everything. It took him 2 or 3 passes to get his grass down that low to the scalp. When you scalp a yard, scalping make it sound so bad. It's not, right? You got to scalp it, and then you got to, throw sand in your yard and level your yard out, right? Because the sand kind of works its way into the soil and it augments it, makes everything nice and smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah. This dude bought the guy that scalped a strip into his yard. He paid for one in full right there. And he's not going to get his until I think April 15th, that kind of a thing. But there's a website out there, Reel, REEL Mowers, MOWERS of Texas. Spell the word Texas, TEXAS.com. That's this gentleman's website. I'm sorry?
How do you spell it?
Reel, REEL Mowers, MOWERS of Texas. Texas is spelt out.com. Give it a look over. And yeah, when the funds become available, I am buying one of these mowers. Hands down. We were going to try to have this gentleman on the show tonight, scheduling kind of where did I go? Yay. Can you guys hear me still?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can say.
Right.
You can see you, unfortunately, too.
My internet has been acting all kinds of funky today, dude. It's I honestly, I think that the Biden administration is going to take down, that thing, dude.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that is
Got a clutch on it, right? Yeah, dude. You got throttle control. It's not the straight handlebar like your normal mowers are. These are like motorcycle handlebars, right?
Yeah.
The left handle is your throttle that controls the reel speed. And then on the left, you've got a clutch handle, right? Like on a motorcycle. You engage that clutch. The harder you pull on that clutch, the faster the mower goes.
But like, why?
Huh?
Okay, this is me, but like, I don't understand. Like, why spend like $2,000 on this?
Son, when you buy a house, when you actually own your first home, okay?
Oh no,
dude.
You got like a pretty good mower right now.
Yeah, but I can't get my grass that low.
Listen, it's pretty good enough.
It's pretty good. It's not good enough.
His grass is like
John,
nice. Like it's like mushy, so your feet like kind of like.
No,
it could be better.
Johnny, do the Sean Connery from The Rock.
Okay. Losers drive brown Volvos, while the winners get to go home and fuck the prom queen. Yeah,
that's why.
That's why. Okay. So basically, Colin, what we're talking about here is the difference between, oh, that yard looks nice, and screw that guy because I'm secretly jealous about the way his yard looks.
Yeah, it's like last week. I could have bought me like a $700 Ruger 6.5 Creedmoor, but I put an extra $1,000 on that thing. Now I'm streamlining.
I mean, especially for me, because there's a police officer that lives directly across the street from me, right? But he's also a Navy veteran.
Oh, we can have that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Last year, the weekend of the Army-Navy game, he puts his Navy flag out on the house, right? I was like, I cannot let this aggression stand.
Yes,
I put my 101st Airborne Division flag out front of the house. And after the game was over, I went out and stood there in my front yard. And he wouldn't come out.
Of course
He wouldn't talk to me.
Looking at you through the blinds, motherfucker.
He's geeking through the blinds like some kind of like crackhead that he's responsible for hunting down on the weekends.
Shit, he's still out there.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, damn it.
He's still out there.
You go home now.
So with the in-laws being in town this weekend, right? So we got treated to Jimmy Changa's, which is a Mexican restaurant in Pearland. Really good stuff, right? And so Mindy and I were sitting there, and I'm looking over my shoulder, and my sister-in-law sitting there too. And there was a guy. He was wearing a Houston Rockets t-shirt, and this dude, he was 3 of you, Chris.
Damn.
Right? And I looked at the girls and I said, I want to have the kind of confidence that chair legs do right now. Right?
I wish I was.
My wife was like, "You'll be here 4 hours. You go home." And I was like, "Yeah, I put enough MSG in the food to put down elephant, and you stay." No, like, oh my god,
you 3 hours, and
we were talking about like, you know,
You ain't vessel. You're so big.
Dude's front butt was so pronounced that it looked like a goiter. You know, I'm like, come on, man. Like when you party your ass off so hard that it migrated to the front side of your shorts, you got to reevaluate some life choices there, bud.
Not even moose knuckle at that point.
No, we're talking yak's foot.
Full on mangina.
Don't you hate those? Like,
he's got a mobile bakery going on in those shorts, bro.
That reminds me.
Oh,
when I was working corrections, I have one of those heavy set boys, and well, we had a search him.
I'm sorry. When I talk about a mobile bakery, and you said, "Oh, that reminds me," that's never a good thing, dude.
It gets worse.
Creative words out of your mouth.
Me and Rich were talking about it because doing search and seizures, because he was talking about how a woman put a small gun in her vajayjay.
Wait, hold on.
I like where this is going. Giggity, giggity.
Well, I was talking about when we're
Colin hydrating out of the gallon jug.
Yeah. Anyways, what we were talking about is when we're doing our searches, because when I was doing corrections, anytime that we do their visitation, they have to go in a room. They have to strip down to nothing. We search them, make sure there's nothing between a butt crack or in their mouth or anything like that. Well, on the fatter people, we have to lift that loaf. We'll have them lift that loaf. As one time, one of them lifted the loaf and he had like a little bag of pot just fall out.
Like, what if they forgot that it was there?
He tried.
Oh,
right?
dude,
how long it's been there? I was looking for that.
What's even funnier? This naked motherfucker tried to run in a confined space. He ran into the back end of this little room.
Okay, did he run though, or did he like?
He penguin hobbled. Okay.
I was gonna say.
Not surprised more stuff didn't fall out.
So you were then Lieutenant Gordon chasing Oswald Cobblepot, right? Is that what you were doing?
No, I wasn't moving. There's no chase on this because I was like, he does knows this is a corner, right? No, okay, I'll just wait. I was like, hey, we're just gonna wait this one out. God, it was.
All you have to do is
Talk about a slow speed chase there.
It was really slow.
Yeah.
Falls on the wall, the whole building comes down.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, me and Johnny were talking about that. Someone sent me a post of a 1,000-pound woman, and literally she was an island amongst herself.
Mm.
No, the way. Okay, so you kept getting messages from this person?
No, not from the person, from someone else. But fucking Kenny, the guy that gave you the
500K. Like, what's 500 kilograms? I was like, so I looked it up. It's like 1,100 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm thinking to myself, boy, I hope you got a good 2x4.
Got your soundboard.
Do what?
You know, Kenny, the guy that sent you the soundboard.
Yeah.
Well,
Was it his side piece?
no, he sends me like memes and everything. He's like, hey, would you do anything saucy with this one? I was like, it's depending on how good the deer lease is. That's the only time frame I would
Here's my thing, right? That guy, bag of pot falls out. Like, you know that they're sweating in there, right? The humidity is like 200%.
No,
Like,
fat people have
some kind of like, it's got to have like kind of like cannabis stew going on in that bag.
Yeah. Well, really overweight people have a bad scent to begin with because they can't get like clean underneath the loaves because all that sweat and mildew builds up. And it's so fucking disgusting.
I love how David just decided to open a fucking French bakery now. It's like it's not rolls, it's loaves. Like what do you call those fingers? Baguettes?
Yeah.
What's the character from Austin Powers?
The skin tag.
That bastard.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I pinched that one off a bit early. So I left a lip out of a rosebud in there for you.
Left a rosebud for you.
Get in my belly.
Well, on the subway diet, like a Jared fella. No, my neck looks like a vagina.
Oh, even Stink would say that stinks. Like hot, sick ass and a dead carcass.
Right.
Everyone loves their own brand. This is magic.
Look at the time, dude. We were in an hour 6, almost an hour 7.
Every time you say that, we go another like hour and a half.
Yeah, you need to stop that.
It's the one more thing.
He said you need to stop that.
Hold on. Wait for it. Hey, it's pretty quiet out there.
Oh, you really? Damn it. We're going to be here all night now.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that there's a police officer somewhere that listens to our show in his car.
He just bolts upright.
And soon as I say that, even on tape delay, his radio explodes.
You know what's really bad is actually like I can look out my window and see the medical complex here in San Antonio. Like University Hospital is right there. I could just go out in my parking lot and just yell the word quiet. And I would just hear sirens immediately light up the entire neighborhood.
Nice.
Coppers flying in from everywhere. It looks like
you ought to do that. Make a TikTok with that. You know, like try a TikTok, right? Go out in your parking lot and be like, "Hey, it's pretty quiet out there," and then I just wait for it and listen for the people in the distance yelling, "You motherfucker!"
Do a drive-by quiet.
So great.
Drive right through because this is literally all I gotta do is take a right out of my parking lot and it's 3 blocks away.
Yeah, it is.
Hang my head out the window. Sure is quiet.
You get a soda flung at you.
or once we get the merch store up and running, we get a batch of stickers that say it's quiet. It sure is quiet out there, and you just start slapping them on ambulances next door.
Bro, I will be every firehouse I can find is plastered. You said yes. Oh, we need to make that happen. That is fantastic.
Oh, that would be great.
Just have like the Picard, and it just says, "Sure is getting quiet."
Right? He's like this. He's like.
I think John was supposed to be on that.
That's awesome. Yes, we need
as soon as my schedule calms the hell down, okay, because my weekend, dude, I went and I had LASIK on Friday, and then Saturday Saturday was a recovery / hey, I'm going to go check out the new lawnmower day.
Yeah.
Even though I've got the lamp on, I could take the camera out there and show you that the on-air lamp is on, and I still get people come up to the door.
That's awesome.
As a matter of fact, here, let's do that. Hold on.
There you go.
We're going on a trip. What the fuck?
Is he frozen?
How's it
Hey,
not going?
Hold on. It's not going to let me do it.
But
Of course
it
not. Why?
wasn't mine.
I don't
Why?
know. Ow. Because apparently for the handshake to work, I got to have it plugged in. Yeah.
That's
Actually, no. I've got a workaround. Hold on.
He's gonna bring the sign in there.
Shut up, David.
Where did that come from?
the fuck was that?
Not me.
Preemptive. Shh. Just know there's a whole bag of shh with your name on.
Apparently. I saw it, Johnny. That's awesome.
Laughing about the fact that I hear David talking and I just tell him to
No,
shut
that
up.
was-
and
that was-
It was me talking.
I was calling.
Oh, fuck you. You fuck your family. Fuck everybody.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Fuck this show.
And he left. David left.
Fantastic. He just
Okay, what happened?
David left.
you bruised his low butthole.
See, in moments like that, I was like, okay, I'm going to go do a thing. I'm fully expecting David to chime in with his
We're
little,
having like a
little,
week.
little corn nuggets of inspirational wisdom. I wasn't expecting my own son to chime in. So that's why I had the whole preemptive shut up, David. You know, as I'm walking away from the microphone.
Like a week or two ago, the same thing happened. I didn't know you were doing like the outro thing.
My,
And so I was
my
trying to
wife
say
just
something,
comes
and
to
you're like,
hold on, Colin. My wife just came to the door and she opens it up and she's got that look on her face. She's like, was that supposed to be a hint or something? Like, no.
It was a fucking hint. Jesus.
That wasn't a hint at all. That was pretty on the nose.
Was it a hint? No. It was like Quist said. It was a bop on the nose.
Oh,
I paid $20 for that sign.
Just let this be fun for me.
yeah, David.
God.
Shut up, Meg.
Nothing can go wrong. Oh no, it all went wrong.
That's how the show usually goes.
What's that?
Yeah.
from?
Accurate.
Oh man.
It sounds familiar.
10-year-old a girl with Down syndrome who was taken from her mother and put in a cage. I read about
Wah,
Wah.
Oh man. Did you see that new viral thing about that mother that went on vacation and left her kid in the like a playpen?
Like the whole TikTok series, man.
Yeah,
Y'all remember
Like,
that video?
it was pretty fucked up.
Y'all remember that video that was real popular on the internet around like 2017, maybe like 2016?
2 girls, 1 cup. What? No.
No.
Oh.
Where the guys find this
One
girl
guy,
like
1 cup?
stabbing herself on the road. You all remember that? Have you ever seen that video?
No.
Stab herself on the road.
Yeah, so these people were out at night and they were driving, and there's this girl. She was standing in the middle of the road. She turns around and she's stabbing herself. The story was that she killed her husband. I don't remember if she had kids and she killed them or not. But she killed her husband. Walked a while and like she was stabbing herself, and this car pulled up and started recording because there was just a lady standing in the middle of the road at night.
There was one that hit, I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago, and people were like, the lady was just playing around with a gun. It happened in the Houston area. She was just playing around with a gun and she shot the passenger. I mean, live. They were doing a
I
live.
saw that one. Yeah, and the dude was like, and just you see the blood pouring out of his head, and the girls freak out and they
Yeah, I
ditch
heard,
the car.
I heard of that.
Damn.
Don't play with guns.
No, I hadn't heard about that.
Oh, dude. they-
That's why you have
Yep.
safety on.
It was a Glock. Glock's this is your safety.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah. Oh, wait. Did you say it was a Glock?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is a. It
Oh,
was a
I
Glock.
wasn't listening.
Yeah, the only ones, there's not
Oh,
any,
it was,
there's not that many guns out nowadays that the pistols, they have safety on them. You notice that?
Yeah.
It used to be a thing.
Thing switch.
Well,
Yeah.
technically, Glocks have safety. So if any of the gun crowd listens and they're like, "Oh, they're stupid," yeah, we know that there's a safety on the trigger. Shut up. God. It doesn't do any good when your freaking booger hooks on the bang switch.
Yeah.
That's true.
Trigger discipline.
Exactly.
So we're gonna,
That's
so we're gonna
what-
land,
Smash
so we're
it.
gonna, are we gonna land the plane?
Huh?
You
Are we gonna
guys
land?
are a bunch of
Are we
cowboys.
gonna land the plane?
Undisciplined cowboys. Let me tell you something, Sorn. We get down on the 5-yard line, you're gonna need my Rangers.
Dude, that movie was so. I'm like, wow.
I fucking love that movie so much.
I do too, but I'm like, okay, so I'm like one of the worst people to watch military movies with because, like,
The fuck's
I
up with his
shit out on,
uniform?
like the uniforms. Oh, dude, I fucking love picking on uniforms.
Yes.
And Black Hawk Down was the best. It was like the best movie to pick on uniforms with. Right? They had the 3-color DCU uniforms and chocolate chip K-pop covers.
Yep.
I'm like, and they were all wearing fucking black boots.
Yep.
They were wearing the issue combat boots, the old leg boots. I'm sitting there going, the fuck? Like,
Well, in hindsight, they actually did do that. I mean, shit, dude. My flak vest when I was in Afghanistan and I had to wear, it was still the Vietnam fucking flak vest. It was
yeah, I have one. But
That
the
was-
woodland camo pattern matched with the uniforms that we had on.
not mine.
No, dude, this is it's not tier 1, but it's a special operations unit. It is a fucking Ranger battalion. And if you look at the photos from the Moog, their shit all matched.
Yeah.
Look at the first invasion of Afghanistan, dude. They had to buy their shit from Cabela's.
Yeah. Well,
That's how. I mean,
so I would hear stories, especially from my section leader. He was talking about whenever the division got deployed to the Persian Gulf the first time around.
Yeah.
All the Beretta M9s, the barrels were fucking curved on them, right?
yeah,
They were going down to the sporting goods store on Fort Campbell Boulevard. I think it used to be called Grandpa's back in the day. He sold out of Beretta barrels from guys buying them to go overseas with.
Yeah.
And then whenever they got home, they just swapped their barrels back out with the issue barrel and turned it into the arms room because the serial number matched.
Yeah. I mean, the way the U.S. government actually, we support our troops. No, you fucking don't.
Just remember, kids, your weapon's made by the lowest bidder.
Yeah. Yeah. I laugh every time it's like when there's a guy in my apartment complex. I was wearing this jacket and it looks military style. It was a cheap fucking jacket. And it I could put patches on it. It was nice. I think I wore that. It was the one with the Mandalorian patch that I gave Chris. Anyways, he's like, "Oh man, that's military grade. be very well made. I was like, what are you talking about?
It means
Every time I like a
nothing.
Ford commercial, I hear somebody talk about, well, military grade's the best around.
No, it's not.
Never been in a military
You
vehicle.
obviously never tried to stay dry in a Humvee when it's raining.
Right. Exactly.
Like,
When it's not raining,
Have
you
you
still
ever tried to do something impossible? Yes, I have.
like,
like
But
get that
you have to
Humvee
argue-
at
you have to
55 miles
argue
an hour
that.
and then tell me that it's well made.
Dude, he kept on like defending it. That's what's really fun. It's like, dude, military issue stuff isn't really high grade. It's made by lowest bidders.
Shit.
it's if anything,
It was like he knew that I was trying to destroy his thinking, and he wasn't having it that day.
it's funny because it's like I ran into that up at school last week. Somebody was talking about how what were they talking about? They were talking about plate carriers, right?
Yeah,
Like, yeah, plate carriers at Soldiers World. I mean, that shit's fucking badass. I was like, no, it's not. And they're like, well, what are you talking about? Yeah, it is. Like, no, how is it awesome? Well, you can carry like everything on it. Like, no, you can't. That's
Dude,
not how it works.
You really can't.
Right? You know, and sitting there like, but they got shit all down the bottom. I said, that's a belt. Like, really? You know, like,
dude, what's really funny is a lot of the people that when they go out on patrols and everything, they freaking chop the shit out of everything.
Mhm.
They create as less weight as they, it's like the MREs. They're like throwing shit away that they don't need on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a word for that.
Huh?
Take you a little
There's a
sandwich
word for
bag
that.
full of baby wipes and then just toss everything else.
Yeah, there's a word for what they do to those MREs.
What is it?
It'll probably get us flagged, but
Well, type it in the private chat so I can actually, because I've never heard of it.
I'm gonna text it to you.
I can't read. Message me on Facebook.
No, put it in the private chat. They can't see the private chat here.
Yeah,
As long as David doesn't highlight it.
as long as you actually use the fucking private chat, not the comments.
Yeah, the private chat's fine.
Yeah, make sure it's the private chat. Not the comment. Here it is, guys. Dude, that was you idiot.
I mean, you know, we used to have like Black Market Fridays, you know, it was like who's got the beef stew with the cheese sauce, you know? Like, yeah. No, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The MRE used to stand for something back in the day, you know, meals rejected by Ethiopians. Yeah.
Just throw all the good shit.
Then you get that one guy who's like way too gung ho for everybody. Like, no, you need to carry MREs in the bag they came in because if somebody comes up with a sucking chest wound, you could use the MRE bag to seal it. Shut up. Oh my God. Like,
I'm pretty sure we can find something that will work.
Yeah.
Or, and this is just a thought, or
we can use your mom's dental dam. I mean, come on.
let's just not get fucking shot.
Yeah, well, there's that too. You know,
Use your fucking cover and concealment.
like
Jackass.
high crawl, low crawl, 3 to 5 second rush. I'm up. He sees me. I'm down.
I still like.
If you hear the most 3 dreaded words in the English language, prepare to move, and you know it's a bad fucking idea, just don't fucking do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Just
It's called covering fire for a reason. Like,
I was like,
you're gonna do it anyways.
That's what- it's like Marcus Luttrell. He was talking on his podcast is about an incident where the rest of the team just goes up and it's like, oh, the only reason why we started firing is because you started being gung ho and firing back. He's like, dude, I was shitless scared, man. I didn't know what to fucking do either. I just like, I guess we fire.
Right, talking about the Mad Mitten or the Mad Minute. Yeah. He's like,
Hell,
you're awfully fucking close.
I was reading this book. Fuck, I forgot who it was.
Liar.
Yeah. Well, did you really read a book, David?
I was listening to the book at work, and the guy was talking about how real operations work, and they're like, "Hey, is this the dude? I don't know. Kind of looks like the dude. Oh, okay. That kind of looks.
In the moment, it's not exactly like you have, like the gray list that you can pull up.
We have this DNA and everything. We knew exactly who he was. Did you really?
I feel like Good Morning Vietnam.
I came here and we were told to look for this guy named Charlie. We asked everybody, is your name Charlie?
Whatever, Dad.
And they all tell us no.
What happens if they say yes?
Well, we just shoot him.
If they don't run, they're well-trained VC.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. If they run, they're VC. If they don't run, or they're well-trained VC. What about women and children? Easy. You just don't lead them so much.
What's sad is Good Morning Vietnam.
Going, get some. Oh my God.
That's so fucked up.
What do you do if there's women and children? Aim lower.
No, he said easy. You just don't lead them so
much.
Because they don't run as fast.
So what was the first thing you felt when you shot a civilian?
A little bit of recoil.
Oh
man. Yeah.
We need to get Steve on these podcasts.
We need to get Kyle Rittenhouse on here, man. We really do.
That would be,
dude. That would actually be epic. He's in college. He goes to A&M.
That would be interesting. Well, considering my background and that would be very interesting.
No,
I could actually talk about it too.
Fuck it. Let's go into the coffee business for ourselves. Angry Me Coffee.
Fuck it.
Right? And our first executive blend, we can actually put out the cream pie blend.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
The whole reason why I named it Angry Me was because of I was thinking about going into the mead business. It was supposed to be Angry Me, not Angry Mead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had like a laundry list of stuff that we were working out the stuff for it, and I was like, what got me was the selling of alcohol. I had no capital. You have to have like high capital for just selling in one town or state. You have so many. It's a headache, and if I had. I understand now why it's a rich man's game to sell alcohol.
I mean, and let's be completely transparent, David. You have a hard enough time trying to keep the episode name straight on our show, let alone trying to run a business.
Fucking, you're not wrong. I'm listening to you guys trying to keep up with the news and everything, trying to find extra news stuff, and y'all already went over it. And I was like, hey, what about this, guys? This is shiny. Dave, we already went over that. Okay.
I'm going to find that soundbite. You remember Jason Garrett? Remember Jason Garrett back in the day whenever he was still the coach of the Cowboys?
Yeah.
And he gave that post-game interview, and that one reporter asked him some stupid question that had been covered like in the first couple minutes, and he goes, but thanks for actively participating in the conversation. I need to find that soundbite.
Yes. You will wear that button out.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with me.
That's what I mean. Welcome to the conversation, David.
Thanks for actively participating in the
conversation.
The days that I'm not on the show, the button's like, I get a rest. I get to recuperate.
Shut up, Meg.
Can a button get out of breath?
Yeah. Pressure and air and everything. Science.
David knows about pressure and air on a butt.
Yeah.
Yeah, David knows all about pressure.
You know what's really strange? You always hear like women or
No, what's really strange is that David got gaping and grapes, confused, and he said, "Oh, well, that makes sense. You're only missing the E."
You know what is sad though is the fact that you don't hear gay men saying they got blown out last night. You ever notice that? You hear women do it. You hear guys is like, man, I fucked the shit out of this chick. And you hear women, it's like, man, this guy fucked the shit out of me. You don't hear gay men say that. This guy blew me out last night. He destroyed my asshole. You don't hear gay men say that.
I mean, we may say things like rearrange her guts or
Yeah,
out of her innards, but we don't say things like blow her out. That's why.
Oh.
Who are you hanging out with, David?
What the fuck just happened?
I tuned in like a few minutes into that conversation.
That was not a conversation. That was
That
a fever
Yeah,
dream.
that's
I don't know.
Visualization, Jerry, explains a lot about where you're at.
I have to call some people on you, David.
Right.
8-year-old dude. like
Fucking pederast.
Oh, man.
That's right. Nobody fucks with a Jesus.
I'm gonna take that gun. I'm gonna shove it up your ass and pull the trigger.
Are we gonna try that this Thursday?
8-year-olds. I don't know. I probably not because I got a lot of shit to catch up on at work.
I will just shoot you the login information for my Voodoo account, dude. Just
I'll
watch.
fucking buy it and I'll watch it tonight. I got nothing else better to do other than edit this and
Well,
do some.
see, but the Big Lebowski is best watched in groups because, like, especially with people that have seen it before, and then it's like
I'll watch it with my brother-in-law, or I'll watch it with
quotable. Like
We need a
nice marmot.
yeah, we need like a 5,000 word written report on the impressions.
Like,
we need a book report.
Like, what the fuck is this? Obviously, you're not a golfer. Where's the money, Lebowski? I don't know. I think I saw it down there.
Oh, man, let me take another look.
I've never seen the movie you guys are talking about.
Oh, dude, we're gonna have to fix that this coming weekend. I'm bringing the Roku.
Man, there's a beverage here, man.
Man, can you change the fucking channel, man? I hate the fucking Eagles.
Oh, yes. That is some news. That just reminded me.
How? Okay, oh my.
My mind works really weird. Okay.
No, it's the most
better
random, and it's like the worst things. You're like, that reminds me. Every time.
I'm waiting for the day. I'm waiting for the day when we cover the P. Diddy files when they get released, and then David just all of a sudden out of nowhere we start talking about little girls getting diddled on the backside. That reminds me.
Did you guys hear about Bill Cosby?
Like, what did you eat? Hello, you pudding pops. You.
David, are you still trying to figure out what I meant by have you heard about Bill Cosby?
No. This is actual legitimate sports news.
Do you like some lemon?
Okay. No, go ahead. Please.
Please continue.
Please, David. Go ahead.
Oh, she's shy.
Yeah, Maria just she texted at 7:23. It's like, hey, I can't do this, but love you guys. So, anyways,
how much is the lemon?
Wow. The Astros are 3 outs away from a no-hitter against the Blue Jays right now.
Who's your favorite team?
No,
What was that on the back of your head?
I had brain cancer.
When did you have brain cancer?
January.
And how are you now?
Good.
How do you stay so strong?
My doctors, they helped me through it.
What keeps you happy?
Getting better. I don't have chemo radiation.
No more chemo?
No,
How much are the tickets for opening day?
like a couple $100.
Can I actually buy the whole jug of lemonade from you?
Sure you want to buy all of it?
How much for it all?
20.
$20 for all of it?
Yeah.
Can I give you $1,000 cash?
You sure?
100%.
Thank you.
And I gotta give you one more thing. You gotta read this one.
Okay. Congratulations on behalf. Major League Baseball, we are inviting you to opening day game. You will get to meet players and go to the field before the game.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Love you.
Dude.
I'm going to the MLB. Let's go, Philly.
What's up, man? You made it to Philly. How are you? You got your stat.
Thank you.
Give me a hug.
The only downside is that he's a Phillies fan.
Yeah.
That was a boy.
I knew that was coming. But
Better
That was a boy that was speaking.
taxes.
Well, yeah, it was a boy or is a boy, brain cancer. You know,
I thought that was a girl talking.
Nope, little boy. He was selling lemonade outside the front of his house to try to earn money to buy opening day tickets.
yeah.
So I mean that was kind of cool, but
I'm
Yeah.
surprised. I'm surprised they didn't riot after the kid came onto the field.
but so
I'm saying that kid better declare that shit on his taxes.
when right. Well, I mean, he might get away with it because he's in Philadelphia. Now, if it was at the Yankees,
That's true.
That is true.
If it was in New York, oh yeah, they'd be coming after him.
That kid better he'd have been rolled before he got to the fucking stadium.
Dude, this kid's
the
already
black
cut up. He can't do any damage.
You declare those on an I-9 form. Now, before you went into that video, David, you said Maria texted you and said that she can't do this. That sounds rather ominous.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds like something somebody says during a breakup, like, I can't do this anymore.
That or I can't go through it, man.
Yeah, all she told me was, sorry I can't be on the show tonight. Okay.
So why is she texting you saying I can't do this?
She messaged me. She can't come. You want me to do the whole fucking thing? Okay, we'll do the whole
Honestly,
fucking
I
thing.
don't, because if it's nearly as painful.
sorry.
No.
Knowing you all tonight, I'm busy in Indiana out with another driver. Okay, still love you.
David.
So we're not questioning her. We're
not questioning her. Okay. The look of concern does not cross my face about her side of the story.
Okay.
Right? What I was wanting to know is, what did you do to her to make her specifically reach out to you and say, I can't do this? And on top of that, I didn't want you to give me a full play-by-play review, because if it's nearly half as painful as listening to you try to give us the Cliff Notes version, I'm not interested, bro. I'm not buying.
It's a very specific phrase. I can't do this anymore, or I can't do this with you, or whatever.
Or I can't do this.
I can't do this. That is a very specific phrase that has severely negative connotations.
No, my God.
You asked her for a rating, David.
You
You
are
asked her for a rating.
trying not to die, and you're far out.
Nobody says far out anymore. You're gonna have to lie a lot harder than that.
Wow.
You guys sometimes.
Unbelievable.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, it's like, okay, I mean, maybe Shaggy, like, Doink's far out, man. Maybe, but nobody says far out. So and Maria definitely doesn't say far out.
Yeah, no.
No way. You literally said far out like a couple of minutes ago, because you're describing fucking The Big Lebowski.
I was quoting the movie that was made back in 1992.
And this dude is stuck in the 60s.
But, I mean, that's like your opinion, man. So, seriously.
Spare parts, man.
Fucking embarrassing, dude.
Damn it.
You were so 10 ply.
I'm not doing this anymore, guy.
Don't be, yeah.
See
There we go.
that's what we mean.
Exactly. You know, I mean,
We should end the show real quick before he comes back in.
right?
God damn it.
You're like, I'm Johnny Skelton, and then you go, and then I'm like, Timber, hit the button.
He
And it he comes back in, you mother, and then it's cut. That would have been great.
Oh man.
Man, it's
I think he had a feeling we'd try to do something like that. That's why he came so quick.
No, if y'all want to do that, we can do that. That's funny as hell.
Yeah, but now it's like
Now it's planned, and it looks rehearsed.
One of these days we'll do that. One of these days.
It's not.
We'll do that.
It's already been breathed into existence. It's already out there in the ether, David. So it's just.
If it happens, you'll never know.
It has to be organic. You know, I mean,
much as I hate organic things.
You know,
Bella's like spare parts, bud.
Yes. One of us.
That's my girl.
Of us.
Man.
Yeah.
He's invited.
David, we don't need your roof. You know, we don't need your roofied inspired moments on the show, man. It has to happen organically.
I do need to go.
No.
Is go like take a piss like Joe Rogan, or
yeah, he's going to go piss and everything. So
stand closer.
Man.
So my father-in-law joined the ranks of the Hey Dude owners this weekend.
What is with those? I mean, I've seen everybody buy them.
They're pretty comfortable.
They're comfortable shoes, bro.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, they're not like work shoes where you go and you're like walking, you know,
Yeah,
you're not
weekend
you're not lucky in these. These are, you know, you just hop in the car and you drive, or, you know, you maybe walk around the mall, or you just lounge around the house in them kind of shoes.
Weekend shoes.
They're weekend shoes. Yeah, exactly. Dude, they are badass.
I got
And they're light as fuck. Dude, they are so light.
I gotta get a new pair of shoes because my old ones are getting holes in them.
Yeah, just if you're gonna get you some weekend shoes, man, some you know shoes that, yeah, just go find you a pair of Hey Dudes. Go to the Academy, carries them.
They're not like super expensive like all these other shoes.
They're like $60 a pair.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, you can even go to their website, and the selection is way bigger there. Oh my God, what is he doing?
He's probably using the restroom. He takes
He got the enlarged prostate where he's like Tom Hanks in The Green Mile, and he's standing there and he's like, yeah.
Is he passing a kidney stone in there? Like,
guys, you know what he's going through right now.
Yeah, no, you and I do, but still,
yeah. He's probably having a little bit of problems in there.
We can't realistically say that we love the guy if we don't give him a fair amount of grief.
No, you're absolutely right. It's one of those things.
Besides that, David, you're for a change. You're on the other side of the equation. You're giving the grief, not receiving it. You're pitching, not catching this time.
I gotta wear my uniform.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
Right? That was a little backhanded, wasn't it?
Yeah. How do you pimp slap somebody over on air? Well, Johnny knows how to do it.
Here, let me show you.
He's coming in from the top rope with the atomic burrito.
No, Daddy.
Man, I gotta wear my uniform tomorrow.
Shit.
Yeah. Man, hard times, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going a little bit longer because Johnny had to open his mouth about that stuff. We could have dropped it to like 44
was
minutes.
quiet out there.
We were at like an hour and 2 minutes, and now we're at like
44.
like 45. You know,
But
hour and
that's where
45.
I mean, that's where the good content comes from. It's like basically everybody's getting the BTS footage for free.
Yeah.
So,
Mr. Johnny.
What is this guy doing? Like,
can't do extra with small stuff.
oh my god. Dude.
yeah.
Wow. Damn. David trying to open up them hips and throw some heat off the mound, bro. I'm telling you, boy. Woo.
Oh, spicy.
I'm telling you. Whew.
Oh fuck.
Little chili lime right there. That's what he's got. Right, I tell you.
Man.
Like, we can't land the plane without him.
I'm actually considering doing it just so he can. Hey Chris, if you're watching,
landing it without David.
Put in the comments that you're. Yeah.
Astros right-handed pitcher Ronel Blanco completes a no-hitter versus the Blue Jays. First no-hitter of 2024.
Damn.
The Astros now have 4 of the last 7 no-hitters thrown in Major League history.
The Red Sox won against Seattle yesterday.
Yeah, and they are currently winning 3-0. Yeah. Yeah,
Hell,
winning 3-0.
Rangers won 6-1.
Yeah, but we beat them in the preseason, so it's fine.
Yeah, like the last couple of exhibition games.
Rangers won 6.
Yeah, like 9-2. You know.
How many games is it? What is it like
162 games.
162 games.
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm surprised that someone.
You know what? And I would have totally. We would have rescheduled the show had I been able to get tickets for tonight's game.
When would you reschedule it though?
To Tuesday.
I thought you had to go to school on Tuesday.
I have a Zoom class on Tuesday, but I can always duck out of it because I always get the notes done earlier.
Dude, could you do the Zoom class at the same time as doing the episode?
Like my teacher trying to give. Yeah, I don't know if that would work, man.
You can mute your stuff on the Zoom and do the rest of it. And like Johnny keeps on talking and everything like that. What is he saying? Well, he's muted.
Well, I'm not on camera in the class.
Yeah.
Yeah, not on camera in class. But I would be sorely like absent, you know, because I legitimately try to pay attention in physics class. I scored a 97 on my last exam. I missed one question. One.
That's good.
Don't know what it is yet, but just one. Oh my god! What is?
Dude, did this guy have to go take a dump or something? Like,
he has some issues that he has.
Yeah, I'll tell you about it this weekend, Colin. But yeah. We're not going to go over that. That's not our story to tell to the public.
Yeah. So, and we don't know the full story yet until tomorrow.
Yeah. Shoot him a text, David, and see if he's got his phone.
Shoot him a text because he's freaking not a Mac.
He's not using his phone as a webcam though.
No.
Not like
no. He huh?
Oh well, that's right. Because you can still message.
I'll message him on Facebook.
Like if if he's got to like duck walk to keep his butt from being in the shot, all we need him to do is help us land the plane. Oh my God, we're up to 5 viewers, and we're desperately trying to land the plane here.
Yes. This is so funny. It's like, hey, everybody, we got to watch this live. They're having a train wreck right now.
Yeah, it's a train wreck. The train wreck would have been like 10 minutes ago. Like,
oh, yeah, totally. It'd be really funny. It's like we all just leave for a minute, and then he comes back. Oh man,
I'm.
Oh, how far have you gone on Final Fantasy, Colin?
I've been playing so many games recently. I got to the part where I'm meeting Yuffie.
Okay, John territory.
So what I do is I go around and do everything first.
Yeah, that's what I ended up doing. Shit, make sure you buy everything in the stores too. Like,
dude, it's like this game is so much harder than the remake.
Well, it's not hard. It's you got to keep everything.
Yeah, now it's like you gotta like.
And I'm at the point right now with the item transfer that I can't do anything to raise up any points, and I'm supposed to be going to like 16 to 17. I don't know how many levels it is for the item transformer, and I don't know how to get the other items to where I can get, because I'm like,
okay, so what you do is
there like side quests that you can do to get more?
So
I did.
What do you mean? Like, are you trying to level up your thing?
Yeah.
You gotta craft newer items, and it'll level your thing up. And the way you be able to craft more stuff.
I'm maxed out on all of those. I don't have any more new items that I can level it up. I did all the items already.
So what you can do is out in the world there's spots, and it'll show you on your map.
Yeah, the dig spots. I already did those too. I did everything already. I'm at like 15. I did the dig spots. The only thing I haven't done yet is the fucking what is it? Side quest. I haven't done all the side quests yet. I'm getting all the books right now.
I really liked the side quest thing for the region I'm in, where you do the battle.
Yeah,
like in an intergrade. I thought that was really cool. Dude, it got hard on like the last few. I'm like, dang.
Do the get the enemy materia.
You
I think I got that.
Finally got to watch today.
So like what I do is, especially with like Aerith, I always focus when it comes to Aerith. She's like my spell person. Like I make sure she does like.
Oh yeah, that was annoying. That's another thing you got to do is make sure you get all the, because what's strange about this one is all the stuff is like you can get all their special skills from their weapons and then switch to the weapons, you still get the special skill.
The one thing I don't like about this game is upgrading your weapon. Because now it's like
it upgrades with all your it's a constant upgrade.
No, I'm talking about is, you know how like in remake you would go in and then you'd spend points on your weapon and it would be like the skill tree kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's not like that anymore. It's just like this little like you can have this with that. You can have like one upgrade. And I don't like it.
What were you saying?
Is a lot better in this game.
Johnny, what were you saying about what you just watched?
The Equalizer.
Which one? The third one?
No, the first one.
Oh, really? You never saw the first one?
Never saw the first one.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it thoroughly. Now I
I'm
want the other two.
yeah. Oh, you can watch them all on Netflix.
Have you seen
The first
Western
one's not on
movies?
Netflix. It was on Freevee.
Oh,
But if the other two are on Netflix, yeah, definitely that's something that's going to be on my list. But
there's another one. There's another show on Netflix. You gotta watch
I
this.
say we give him like another minute, and then we're going to have to land the plane without him.
Yeah.
Have you seen the
Uh,
Western movies?
watch the Fall of House of Usher on Netflix. That was really good.
Was it a documentary?
No, it's retelling of Edgar Allan Poe's poems.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. You said Usher, and I immediately was like, I don't care enough to watch that crap.
I finished the Rick and Michonne show yesterday.
The what?
The Walking Dead Rick and Michonne show. The ones who
lived.
Oh,
dude, it was so good.
Okay.
never.
There's a spoiler effect. There is a spoiler ban in effect. So,
Huh.
yeah.
I'm gonna say Walking Dead is like I don't really get emotional to like life things. When I get attached to like a show and something like really like wholesome or something happens, I'm like, that's really sweet. And I wouldn't say I cry, but like I get a little like my eyes get a little like like where you're like on the edge of crying.
It's allergies, man. Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everybody gets allergies.
All right. Well, as much as we'd like to sit here and wow our viewers with the with our retelling of yeah, Bell was like it's actually good. As much as we'd like to sit here and it is 4-0 Boston. They just scored again. And it's only in the third inning. We'd like to wait for Chris to land the plane properly. We don't like leaving people behind. However, we know that we're coming up on 2 hours. And
speak of the devil.
I told you.
It was
closing it out. He's gonna come back.
Dude, it's just like lighting a cigarette.
Say his name 3 times.
You light a cigarette. Hey, dinner's ready.
Exactly.
We were about to try to land the plane without you, man.
It's like
I was
used to
trying to
say
get
his name
back
3
to
times, Poof.
But yeah, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and try to land the plane tonight.
Jesus Christ, Johnny, we're landing the plane.
Come on, man.
I love you fuckers.
Shut up, man.
We tried to land it like an hour ago, and Johnny stopped us, and he's doing it again.
Didn't I call it?
Yes.
We're not going to go to 3 hours this time.
Yeah, we're
no.
It's
I was gonna try to make a point about something that was very poignant. However,
he wants the 2 hours
because 2 of our people decided that they wanted to open up their cock holsters and run off at the mouth and start writing checks that their bodies can't cash. And we're just gonna miss. We're gonna miss out on Jerry's point of viewpoint of the week. So, ladies and gentlemen, angry faithful of all ages, boys, girls, and everything in between. This is Nerd Sports 154, Part 2, the actual 154. This has been David's Recount. If you don't get the title of this week's episode, go back and watch last week's. You'll figure it out.
And you gotta go to last week to see the amazing joke, anyways.
Yeah. And you're gonna want to just for last week's joke alone.
Yep.
But with that being said, next week will be 155, take 1, and the only take. But I'm Johnny Skelton.
I'm David Dickerman.
I am Chris Jacka.
I'm Colin Skelton.
You have been privy. You have been indentured. You have been privileged to take part in the travesty the train wreck that is known as nerd sports. Scissor me timbers. Arr.
Later.